Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, for the gold medal final at the OVA Grand Slam here at Ashbridges Bay in Toronto, Canada. We've got an international affair here in the final with Canada's Melissa Humana-Paredes and Taylor Pischke taking on Meg Norton and Kirby Burnham from the USA and California. Beside me, joining me for this match, is the one, the only, the former world champion, Garrett May.
How's it going? It should be an exciting match.
We're getting started and already some scrambles. Melissa picks that one up. She goes for the swing.
And big block by Burnham.
Kirby Burnham getting her long, lanky arms that used in the indoor season she plays as a USC Trojan.
Yeah, well, you can expect this to be an intense match. Both these teams are very well versed in international play. They know how to play these high-level matches quite well.
Nice swing there by Norton, but Humana-Paredes equal to the task. Her turn to swing. Comes back over. Now here's Pischke, and she puts that one down with authority. Great swing there by Pischke.
What a swing by Pischke. Melissa pops it up on two there, and Taylor just takes a big swing at it. And she's back to serve.
1-all. Pischke serving.
Of course, Pischke and Humana-Paredes finish first at this week's NORCECA trials, so they will be representing Canada at the next few NORCECA tournaments. Oh, and there's a great job by Norton splitting the defense.
Solid side out by the Americans.
Now, Garrett, you've been here all weekend. Have you seen anything from the Americans that really surprised you and caught you off guard?
Well, they're a pretty solid team. I can remember just earlier this morning, they had a tough semifinal match against Casey and Kaylee. That was an long match, went 3 sets. They outlasted them just in the 3rd set, so they'll be ready to play at a high level here, having won that semi.
Both partners from this American team did represent the States at the U23 World Championships in Poland, playing with different partners though.
Back to serve from the US.
Burnham played with Tara Ronicki as USA 1, while Meg Norton played on USA 2.
Well, we can see these guys are having a lot of success here in the tournament. Up here in Canada.
Talking to them earlier, they said they loved actually playing new teams. It seems the California tour gets kind of stale when you play the same teams over and over.
I'm sure for Melissa and Taylor, it's definitely a fresh look at a new team for them as well.
And Norton misses the sideline with a cross-court hit. Point. Point serving 3. Keep changing sides.
We're still good. Close call with our camera there.
Taylor Pischke at the service line.
Humana-Paredes and Taylor Pischke leading 4-3 early in this first set. Nicely handled by Norton. Burnham puts it over, dug by Melissa. Now she gets a chance to swing. Nicely dug up by the Americans. Failed to keep it alive there.
Great job by Melissa. Heads up play there on the second ball by the Americans to pass that up and pound it down for the point.
5-7-3.
Melissa and Taylor, it seems like they just got back and they're already getting ready to leave again. They'll be heading to Russia for the 2013 FISU Games, which will be in Kazan, Russia. They represent Canada once again in the sport of beach volleyball.
Well, these girls are having a lot of success, so you can bet they're going to want to play as much as they can and get out there and try to make a name for themselves.
Ace serve
that one's an ace by
catches the baseline.
Kirby Burnham.
And we are tied 5-all.
The USC Trojan. Actually, interestingly enough, for this American team, Kirby Burnham plays for USC, while Meg Norton is a UCLA Bruin. So you got a bit of that rivalry coming together in the summer on the beach.
That is interesting. You can see they're going to Taylor Pischke pretty hard here. She's having a bit of trouble passing up these serves.
Nice poke over, but control by Norton. Oh, great dig there by Mel, but
nice work by
Taylor could not get that up.
They're really bringing the heat on this float serve down the line to Taylor Pischke here. Let's see if she can pass this next one up and get a solid side out here.
And here's Kirby Burnham back to serve. Oh, and timeout called by Pischke Taylor, and we will take a quick break as Kirby Burnham and Meg Norton lead Pischke and Humana-Paredes 7-5 in the first set of the women's gold medal match.
Service line.
Here's Kirby Burnham now serving, nicely handled by Taylor Pischke. Taylor Pischke getting a good swing and puts it down hard.
Great use of the timeout there by Humana-Paredes and Pischke. Taylor was feeling the heat. They took a timeout. Great side out right after the timeout.
Of course, Taylor Pischke should feel at home with these California girls, her herself having played in the Pac-12 for a season with UCSB.
Exactly. I'm sure she saw these ladies a few times in her travels down there.
Oh, and there Melissa serves goes just long.
8-6. Teams changing sides.
That's definitely not what they want after that timeout and miss serve. They need to come back here with a big swing, get the momentum back on their side.
There's Meg Norton now back to serve. Nicely handed there by Pischke. And nicely read there by Norton. As she's going to take a swing now. Beautifully read there by Humana-Paredes. And now Melissa puts it away.
What a hit by Melissa.
That's Melissa Humana-Paredes.
A couple of switch blocks there by the Americans and then the Canadians, and Melissa Humana-Paredes finishes off the play nicely.
You're the one doing it, so. You don't control what they're doing on the scoreboard? Yeah, that's what they do on the scoreboard. They switch to the side. But I don't have to. Yeah, no, you don't have to.
Another miss serve by Pischke. This is not looking good for Melissa and Taylor. They got to get their serve in.
Kirby Burnham.
Yeah, they're still only trailing by 2, so there's still a chance to come back. But if they don't rein in those missed serves early, or sooner or later, they may come back and cost them later on.
Nice dig.
And once again, Melissa with her own. Now she's going to roll it just over the net. Meg Norton gets a touch on it, but not enough.
That's a nice shot by Melissa, digging up the attack and putting it down short, just out of reach.
Now she goes back to serve. Her and her partner trailing by 1 here in the first set. Nicely handled by Norton. And she's going to swing hard, and Pischke not stopped on defense, not able to handle that one.
Tried to peel, tried to dig it, just didn't get back in enough time to dig it up.
Meg Norton serving.
Oh, great dig by the American.
Great dig by Norton.
Burnham.
And Burnham puts it away from
On
the point.
2 there. Great job by her.
Great hustle by Norton to dig up that ball. They're still going into Pischke pretty hard on these serves, forcing her to make an okay shot, and hustled and dug it up nicely.
Oh, Taylor Pischke, clever little shot there as Burnham was peeling. She just put it over to the other side.
Now that was a great set by Melissa Humana-Paredes to put it up towards the net so Taylor could make a nice decision to drop it short there. Great side out by the Canadians.
Canadians trailing 9-8 as Pischke goes back to serve here, looking for a steal. Handled nicely by Norton. Oh.
Going indeed, and Norton pounds away.
Norton
Score now,
spike
12-9.
Norton did a great job of locating that ball as it was kind of getting tossed around in the wind there.
Yeah, the wind seems to be picking up a bit more here on center court. The Canadians seem to be serving Norton pretty exclusively, and the Americans seem to be serving Pischke pretty exclusively as well. Norton seems to be handling it just slightly better than Pischke with their 12-9 lead.
Now, at this point, Pischke, we're now at the first technical timeout. What do Pischke and Humana-Paredes have to do to get back into this game?
I think they just got to settle down. I mean, the Americans are serving them pretty tough. They just got to relax, pass up a nice ball, but they got to stop making those service errors. A couple service errors in a row gave them momentum right back to the Americans and let them keep playing their game.
And now, as the referee calls the teams back into play,
And we're ready to resume action here in set number 1 of the women's gold medal match.
It's a beautiful day down here at Ashbridges Bay.
Representing the United States.
Beautiful day for some volleyball.
First ever OVA Grand Slam tournament, and so far I believe it's been a success.
It's been a great success. We've had a great time down here, and we've had some high-level volleyball this weekend.
Taylor's swing there, hitting the tape first, nicely handled there by Humana-Paredes, and she gets a swing, but dug there by Burnham. Now Burnham gets a swing. Oh,
that's nice work by Kirby Burnham.
I think Melissa here is going to argue that she thought that shot was a roll shot and that Norton wasn't allowed to play that with an overhand dig. I think it might have been questionable, but
13 serving 9.
as always, the ref doesn't usually change the
No. So the Americans' lead improves to 4 here as Kirby Burnham goes back to serve.
Back over to Humana-Paredes.
And there's no question on that one as she puts that one away with authority.
Melissa puts that down. I'm wondering why they chose to go over to Humana-Paredes if they've been going at Pischke pretty exclusively. Melissa doing a good job of putting it down, no question.
Maybe a bit of a mistake there from the Americans.
Well, we'll see how it plays out.
Nicely dug up there by Pischke, and she's going to have a crack at it here. Great swing, but great dig.
What a play by Pischke to hustle back and dig that with the overhand dig.
Yeah.
And get up and pound it down.
That's not an easy play to make, and she made it look exceptionally easy.
Definitely not. To get back and then come all the way back up and hit that with such force, good for her.
Great up there by Meg Norton as well. Oh, great cutty, but great dig. Oh, wow.
Great play by the Canadians to put the Americans under some pressure and dig it up, but a tough underhand dig that goes over the net and scores for her.
Unreal job by her. She's been touching everything on defense today.
Both teams are playing pretty good defense right now. There's a lot of steals going back and forth.
Oh, Pischke making no mistake of that one, putting that down with authority.
No doubt. I think that serve over to Melissa to let Taylor off the hook a little bit and give her a moment to collect herself. I think it might be working out for her. She looks like she's feeling a lot better.
Yeah, a little confidence boost there for Pischke. Now here's Norton again. Nicely dug by Pischke, and she's going to get another swing here. And definitely just on the line. Well done by her.
And she's feeling it now. She was ready on that cross-court shot and put it away nicely.
Pischke back to serve.
They're within 1 now as they trail 13-14. At one point, they were down 14-11. Comes Norton again with the back set. Oh,
nice back set by Burnham.
The Americans run the back set to try to get the blocker a little off balance and cause Melissa to try and do a bit of a peel. No block up the net, makes no mistake about it.
Burnham and Norton, 15 serving 13 in set number 1, women's gold medal match.
Burnham now. Opting with the float serve, going back to Pischke. And she puts that one nicely off the top of the block.
Nice shot off the top by Pischke. She seems to be passing much better. Her nerves probably have settled down. She looks way in control. Great shot off the top of the block.
Here comes Melissa. Great float serve. And Pischke closing the door there. Great job by her.
Huge block by Pischke up in the net. And what a serve by Melissa to put some pressure on Burnham, giving her a bit of trouble. Taylor able to get up over the net and slam it back down.
Yeah, all tied up now at 15 in this first set of the OVA Grand Slam final. Oh, Pischke gets a touch, but not enough.
Nice shot by Burnham to come right back after getting blocked to go to the soft touch for the point.
16 serving 15, Meg Norton at the service line.
Now here's Pischke again. Oh, beautiful cutty.
Nice pass, nice set, nice shot by Pischke.
Melissa calling line. You could see Norton making her way over there, getting ready to dig it. And nice just thumb down cutty by Pischke to put in the cross court. And here she is serving. Oh, great shot there by Norton.
With a nice line shot just over top of the block. That'll score almost every time.
Right in the back corner.
17 serving 16.
Here's Pischke again. No one's there, but that's Doug. Oh,
that's an interesting call.
Maybe a little.
The head official let the one go before, but calling that one, I'm not sure about that one. But as always, the ref is definitely not going to go back on their call here.
Maybe a little makeup call for the one we saw previously.
I'm not so sure, but either way, Melissa and Taylor get the point.
Oh, Norton putting that one under the block of Pischke there.
Great mental toughness by Norton to come back with that clutch side out after the call there.
And the Americans leading by 1, 18-17.
That's a brutal hometown.
Here comes Norton with the float serve, nicely handled by Pischke. She's calmed down quite a bit, and she swings. Burnham gets the better of her on that one.
It looked like Norton and Burnham ran the cross block in the line defense there, but Burnham at the net turning back to block the line hit there. Great block up at the net by her.
And now the Americans lead by 2. Pressure continues on Pischke, and she's going to pokey it over, but it's nicely handled by Norton. Now Norton gets a swing. Nicely handled by Melissa. Now Melissa's going to get a swing, and she's going to put that one away.
Melissa, huge play to save her partner Taylor with the dig and pound.
18 serving 19.
The last time Melissa got a kill, it did give Taylor quite a bit of confidence. Let's see if she does that once again.
Well, that's what Melissa's trying to do. If Taylor's going to get served exclusively, Melissa's got to try and pick up with some digs and some blocks. We'll look for her here to try to get something going.
Oh, great shot there by Meg Norton.
Set. It's so tough for a defense when the set is in the middle. It's almost like you got to choose a side. The attacker has so much court to work with. They're choosing to go with the
here's
cutty.
Burnham with set point here for the Americans.
Great serve, trouble.
And Meg Norton falling over, trying to dig that one. Jabs at it.
Maybe a bit lucky for Pischke, just tapping it over the block, but just out of reach.
They're still within 1 point here as Melissa goes back to serve, trailing 19-20. Great serve there by Melissa.
Norton, tough pass.
And free ball over, nicely handled by Melissa. Taylor's gonna go on 2, and it's gonna fall.
The Canadians tied up with a tough serve there by Melissa Humana-Paredes, and Taylor Pischke with a soft touch on 2 scores.
Yeah, this is where the experience of the Canadians, having gone so deep in that last U23 World Champions, is really starting to, prove strong. Melissa again with a hard serve, a dribbler. Oh.
Nice touch by Burnham.
Melissa Humana-Paredes looking to elevate her game here in the late points in the set to try to help her partner out just out of reach on that dig.
21-20, set number 1, Norton serving for the set.
Now here's Norton serving. Set point once again for the Americans. From Taylor Pischke. Americans take the first set, 22-20.
Let's go try it. Well, this team wants to fight. Now let's go watch the second.
Garrett, what did we see there from the Americans that was so effective against the Canadian team?
Well, I think anytime Taylor and Melissa were getting any sort of momentum, 1 or 2 points in a row, maybe a questionable call here or there, the Americans, Norton and Burnham, came back strong in the next one with the clutch side out to stop any momentum from getting out of hand.
Now, what are we going to need to see from Melissa and Taylor in this next set to come back and bring this to a third set?
Well, I think Taylor really settled down on her side out, and they really started to play very well in the second part of that set. We got to look for Melissa here to keep making those digs that she did in the first part of the first set and converting them to help out Taylor throughout the match. She's going to be feeling a lot of pressure from these Americans, and she's got to help her partner out.
We are back online here with Volleyball Source Mag. Getting ready for the second set here at Ashbridges Bay. Don't forget to stay tuned for the next match, as the men's final will be going down around 3:30. Sam Pedlow, Grant Gorman will be taking on the surprise team in the final, Jesse Elliott and Maddie Zubchevsky.
It should be a good one as well.
Meg Norton.
Here's Meg Norton going right back at Pischke. Great job by her, nicely done.
From what I can tell here, it looks like the side closest to for the viewers, the closest to the stream looks to be the good side. The wind's coming towards that side, so it looks like a tougher pass for Pischke on the opposite side. We'll see how that affects her.
And attacking error by Norton. Score now 2-0. Humana-Paredes and Pischke in the lead.
Norton hits it out the back. Humana back to serve.
Garrett, on the bottom.
Pischke digs that one up. Pischke's gonna get another swing here and just rolls it over the net. Great job by her.
Point for Pischke and Humana-Paredes. 3-0.
Canadians jumping out to an early lead here. It looks like they're picking up from some of that momentum they had at the end of the second set.
There we go. The Canadians up to a early 3-0 lead here, and Meg Norton finally puts it away there.
And like I said, the Americans, after a string of points by the Canadians, coming back with a clutch side out. Let's see if they can rally in here and make up a few points. Oh, looks like a bit of miscommunication there. Norton was there ready to pass that ball, but Burnham dived back, not knowing she was there.
4-1. Taylor Pischke stepping back to serve.
Paredes and Pischke leading 4-1 here in the second set after dropping the first one 22-20. And Meg Norton there with a big swing.
Cross court.
Taylor Pischke looking for something from the rest. I think did they bump after the hit there? Not quite sure.
I'm not sure. She almost had it up on the block.
Here's Norton once again, right at Pischke. Wow!
No one to challenge Pischke. She takes full advantage.
Taylor sees there's no block up at the net, and she says okay, and just spikes it straight down. Point Canadians.
5-2.
Crowd getting it going a little bit, bringing out the Olay chant. Oh, tough serve by Humana-Paredes.
Kept alive. Now here's Pischke. She's going to put it down the line.
Again, that point set up.
Another side out by, another great steal by Taylor Pischke.
There we see it again, Melissa bringing the tough serve, trying to put some pressure on the Americans to help her team increase the lead.
Another serve there by Melissa. Good job. Now here's Taylor getting a touch on Meg Norton's shot, but not enough.
Americans not going away here. Bringing that side out, not letting it get out of hand.
Burnham serving.
Burnham. Oh. Taylor Pischke.
Big side out from Taylor Pischke. Tough serve, passed it up, and Melissa put her on, and she put it away. No mistake.
Now, you know, having played many high matches yourself, how difficult is that shot for Taylor Pischke? You know, the ball's coming in from behind her.
That's probably one of the hardest shots to hit, is when the ball is coming behind you, you can't see the block, you don't know what's there, you can't even see the net. And you've got to put it down.
Great dig there by Humana.
And she does it again! On cue!
Oh, by Taylor Pischke. Such a turnaround here for this Canadian team in the second set.
Well, and we could see in the first set they had that comeback to tie it up at 20s. They're just keeping on rolling with that momentum.
There comes Pischke again with the serve at Norton. And touched by Pischke, but still lands in. Nice shot there by Norton, going high off the hands.
Nice shot by Norton to come back right after the steal by the Canadians. They're not going away anytime soon. They're going to try and make a game of this.
Now Norton coming in with the serve once again. Beautifully handled by Pischke, and oh, beautiful shot by Taylor Pischke.
Pischke seems to be bringing out all the shots now. She's settled down, she's using her hit cross, she's using her cut shot, she's using her line shot. She's keeping the American defense really confused right now. They're having a tough time getting a read on her.
I think a lot of credit has to go to Melissa as well for the exceptional set she's giving Taylor on a consistent basis. Oh, great up there by Melissa. Now Melissa's getting another chance, and nicely put away by her.
What a great read by Melissa. Taylor had the line block, but Melissa knew that line shot was going to come, so she ran over and was ready for that line roll.
Great read by Melissa.
Oh wow, that's a great shot. Is that the right score? This is the right score?
Worlds.
Oh, cool. You need to get a different angle.
Here we go, Norton once again. The cutty, and that one lands just in.
Taylor Pischke electing to peel there.
5-10.
And Norton puts it down the line.
Kirby Burnham now serving. The USC Trojan.
Good shot.
Nicely handled by Melissa. Going back to Melissa this time, and she's going to go high off hands. Great shot there
Burnham
by
decides to go over the Humana-Paredes on that one, but she says, nope, not me this time. And puts it away off the top of the block.
Now Pischke going back to serve. Pischke, of course, coming from a great Canadian volleyball family. Her father playing for the national team. Her father also the winningest coach in CIS history. And her brother is also part of the indoor national team system with the national B team.
She definitely comes from a volleyball family.
I know. Control the line shot. Point. 6 serving 11.
And
nice step by Melissa to put Taylor on, and she pokes it down.
It looked for a second there like Meg Norton was going to be able to get there, but just out of her reach.
Well, Taylor Pischke uses that awesome jump of hers to just outreach slightly Burnham at the net and put it down.
Nicely handled there by Norton off of Humana-Paredes' serve. Another great read by Melissa, making it look easy.
And once again,
great play by the Canadians. The Canadians show the line block and the cross defense, and in the last second switch, Melissa digs it up and pounds it down.
Stretch the lead to 13.
Something has to be said here. For every time Melissa's getting a swing, she's putting it away. Her efficiency so far in this match is extremely high.
Well, Melissa knows that any chance she has to put it away, especially when the other team's serving at Taylor, she's got to take full advantage.
That one just getting through the arms of Taylor Pischke as the Canadian team leads 13-7 in this second set. The second set much wider open than the first one.
Yeah, for sure. Melissa and Taylor seem to open up a big lead here. The Americans seem a little bit unnerved by the early surge from Humana-Paredes Pischke.
His daughter. And we will take a quick break during this timeout. Here we are coming back at the OVA Grand Slam Women's Finals.
Score 14-7.
First set went 22-20 to the American pairing of Meg Norton and Kirby Burnham. The second set is all the Canadian team of Taylor Pischke and Melissa Humana-Paredes as they lead by 7, 14-7 here. Great touch there by Pischke. Oh, she puts that one over. Free ball over now. Here's Humana-Paredes setting the ball up for Pischke, and she's going to take a long swing. That will be long.
Just out. Nice rally to dig up a few digs there by the Canadians, but just out the back there by Pischke.
8 serving 14.
Here's Melissa. Oh, and a rare error by Melissa there, putting that one long.
Well, it looks like after that technical timeout, the Canadians came back a little lackluster. 2 mistakes early. Hopefully they can side out here.
Nicely handled there by Taylor. Oh, great touch there by Meg Norton. Unfortunately, landing into the scorer's table.
And Taylor Pischke goes back to the cut shot. Norton can't seem to get a handle on her short cross roll shot. Scorers has scored quite a few times in this match.
Now here's Melissa. Great serve. Oh, so close there by Melissa.
Odd choice by the Canadians to go to Burnham this time, maybe trying to change things up. They've been serving Norton pretty exclusively for the majority of the match, but Burnham takes advantage nicely, puts that away.
Now Melissa going after Melissa this time. No block for her, and she puts it away.
And no block
That Burnham cannot control it.
Now what you can see is the Canadians have opened up a bit of a lead here, 6 points. Both teams are trying to change up who they're serving, trying to show the other team a different look, not giving too much away about their game plan because they know maybe the Americans need to change something up to get back, but the Canadians want to keep moving forward.
Nicely handled by Norton as they go back to Norton. Oh! And Taylor Pischke getting over that one.
Huge block by Taylor Pischke, and Norton's been swinging cross court on quite a few balls. Taylor just missing 3 or 4 already this match. Gets quite a hold of that one up on the block for a straight down stuff block.
Yeah, and the Canadians now leave by 7, 17-10. Oh, another great dig by Humana-Paredes. Pischke pokes it over on 2, another Canadian point.
Norton electing to go with the roll shot there after getting blocked on the cross hit. Humana-Paredes right there to pick it up, and Pischke goes over on 2, puts it away.
Melissa almost makes it look so easy. The way she reads, the way she gets in position, the way she plays the ball every single time.
That's definitely been a big theme of this match, Everett. Melissa seems to be in the spot every time on a lot of the American roll shots. The only way they've been getting it by them is on those big hits.
Here's Pischke again. Still going after Meg Norton. Oh, and Pischke called the lift and fell between her arms.
Looks like it got caught in Pischke's arms there. Almost had the block.
Bit of a waterfall there.
Put your name on the jacket.
Oh yeah, that'd be fantastic. Thanks to your arm. Take this.
Oh, and a great cutty there by Melissa.
Pischke back to the cutty. That's her shot this game. She keeps burning Norton on that.
19-11.
Look for the Americans to make an adjustment though. Taylor's hit that quite a few times in this set.
Yeah, well,
keep scoring.
The Canadians are within 2 points of forcing a third set here, leading 19-11.
Not letting up with the tough serve.
Oh, another great dig by Melissa there.
Oh.
And Kirby Burnham putting it across court.
Melissa there again on the dig, just can't put it away. Burnham taking advantage with a nice cross-court cut shot.
Oh, and Taylor here. Oh, putting that one away.
A little bit of a scramble play by the Canadians there, but Melissa able to get up and Pischke able to hit it down well.
Pischke serving for set number 2.
Now here goes Taylor Pischke with set point here, leading 20-12. Oh, Burnham goes on 2, and that one lands out.
No, the ball is out.
Second set goes to Canada, 21-12, and we will be going to a third.
21-12.
We will take a quick break here as we go to the third set. You are watching the OVA Grand Slam live on volleyballsourcemag.com.
Unable to recover.
and
1-0.
Kirby Burnham and Meg Norton from the United States, California to be exact. Meg Norton once again fielding that serve. Great dig there by Melissa. An unreal shot there by Melissa.
Melissa with an early steal on that nice dig. Taylor likes to go with the peel. Norton goes with her patented cross-court hit. Melissa there on the dig and puts it away with a nice soft line roll.
Meg Norton has been passing exceptionally well throughout the entirety of this match.
And she has, and Burnham's been putting her up well, and she's been working that cross-court shot. A lot of sharp cutties, a lot of cross-court hits. Anytime she's really tried to go a line roll, Melissa and Taylor have picked it up well, so look for her to do that more.
Oh, not that well handled by Taylor, but she keeps alive. Just long there.
A tough serve there by Burnham caused Pischke to have a bit of trouble with that. Melissa plays it out of the net well, but just out the back on the deep pokey.
Yep. Great. Oh, great recovery there by Taylor Pischke
with a nice side out. Way to come back after that scramble point the point before. The Americans really come out this set and been serving pretty tough those past couple of serves. They must have decided that was how they were going to try and get some points against these Canadians.
Canada leading 3-2 here in the third set. Oh, Melissa with another great dig there. You know, here's Kirby Burnham, shut down by Taylor Pischke. She has another chance. Dug up by Melissa. Now Melissa with a chance, and she puts it away.
And Melissa with the dig again. The story of this match. Taylor's excellent side outs, and Melissa coming up huge with the digs and putaways right away.
Of course, this Canadian team seeing a lot of success last year, finishing second at the center of gravity in Kelowna, winning the national championships, representing Canada at the U21 World Championships, and then this year representing Canada at the U23 World Championships.
And I think from
finishing third.
From the way they're playing, we can see why they've had so much success. I might have jinxed them a bit on that one as Taylor hits it out the back, but nonetheless, they've been playing quite well as of late.
Serving four, Meg Norton back to serve.
Norton and Burnham trailing, sorry, three serving four here in the third set. Oh, Taylor Pischke.
Taylor brings out the heat for that one to put it away across court.
Not much you can do when you're hitting that hard at your opponents.
No, there isn't.
5 serving 3, Humana-Paredes at the service line. Obviously a Montreal Canadiens fan.
Oh, wow, once again, Melissa Humana-Paredes. And she's going to get another swing here, dug up by Norton. Now Norton's going to get a swing. Joust at the net, it's still alive. Burnham gets a touch on it, but it's not enough. Point goes to Canada, they lead 6-3.
Melissa is all over the place on defense here. I'm not sure what the Americans are questioning here about the referee. I think maybe they're wondering about the block or some contacts at the net. Doesn't look like there was anything. Not sure what the confusion is, but nonetheless, still the Canadians' point.
Yep, getting ready back to go. Canada leads by 3 here, 6-3 in the third set. Handled by Norton, she's going to have a swing here, and Burnham's set goes into the antenna. Once again, point for Canada.
That is definitely not what you want to see at this point in the match. Your setter setting it into the antenna. This is not looking good for the Americans.
No, that is a mental error at the worst of times there for Kirby Burnham.
Canadians, though, I'm sure they're quite happy to take that point.
Meg Norton once again nicely handling it. Pischke peels, puts it nicely down the line.
Now let's look for what the Americans do here. The only real success they've had on playing defense against the Canadians is to serve tough. They haven't really gotten many digs or blocks. And they try to put in a tough serve, but it goes out the back. The Canadians, however, have been all over the Americans on defense. Melissa digging up pretty much everything she sees.
Melissa doing very well on defense. Now here's Norton again. And she puts that one out. Trying to go to the severe cross.
This is the sideline.
Yeah, trying to go to that cross-court shot again like she likes to do, but just going too far. The Americans not in a good spot. Maybe look for them to take a timeout soon. They may need it.
As Canada leads 9-4 in this third set to 15. Winner goes home with the gold medal and the $2,000 check
by Burnham.
as Meg Norton kisses the line with that one.
Big shot to come back after those few
Norton
mistakes.
puts it away for the point.
The Americans are going to need to get something going here if they want any chance of winning this match.
Here's Meg Norton to serve. Nicely handled by Taylor Pischke. Pischke gonna get, but she gets blocked by Burnham. She gets another chance, dug up by Norton. Now Norton with the chance. She pokies it far, but there will be a net call.
Oh, Taylor Pischke on the net. An unlucky break for the Canadians, but the Americans a much needed point.
Americans at 6-serving-9.
And you can see the tough serving that Taylor Pischke's had to deal with the whole game. Maybe starting to pay off now. A bit of a scramble play. The Americans take advantage with some digs there.
And it looks like we have a side change here as commentator Oris Stanko letting the referee Denise Clank know. Nicely handled by Pischke. Now, big hit from her over the top of the block.
Taylor gets up high and swings high and deep right off the top of the hands. Clutch side out by Taylor.
10-6.
How long do I wait to write the check?
Americans getting closer to a steal point here. Let's see if they can side out.
Oh, nicely scooped
Tough
up
serve
by Meg Norton. Oh, and Taylor Pischke.
And there you go, Melissa Humana-Paredes pulling out a top serve of her own.
Melissa Humana-Paredes. A timeout of the court called by Norton and Burnham.
A timeout has been called from the American team. Melissa Humana-Paredes and Taylor Pischke lead 11-6 in this third set of the OVA Grand Slam. Garrett, what has caused the turnaround for this Canadian team after a sketchy first set from them?
Well, I think Taylor Pischke and Melissa Humana-Paredes, they've settled down. Taylor's side out is awesome. She's working all her shots. The Americans are having a tough time playing defense. Taylor's passing up the serves, no problem. So the Americans have to try to generate some defensive points. They've tried some tough serves. They missed a few. They can't really dig any of her shots, so we're going to need to look for them to change something if they want to do something, but it's just a consistent side out by the Canadians.
Here we are coming back
11-6
after the timeout. It'll be Melissa Humana-Paredes' serve.
Her partner Taylor Pischke leading.
She's looking to add to her medal count for this year. Already having won a bronze medal at the U23 World Championships with partner Taylor Pischke.
I'm sure there's a growing trophy case in the Humana household.
Oh, Taylor Pischke chooses to peel. Just gets a touch on it, but not enough as that ball comes flying into our broadcasting tent.
And we've seen the peel a lot from Pischke on Norton, and it doesn't quite work out that time, but
nicely handled by Pischke.
Stay on Pischke.
And she swings away. Norton gets a touch. Can Burnham? Burnham keeps alive, and so does Norton.
Scramble play.
Now here comes Pischke again. Oh, another great touch by Burnham. Oh,
great effort by Burnham and Norton.
Can't quite get there on the dig by Norton.
Norton all over the place doing her best Humana-Paredes impression, touching everything on the other side of the court.
Great composure by the Canadians to put that ball away after the scramble play by the Americans. Sometimes in those situations you can get a little excited, make an error or something. Canadians staying solid, scoring the point.
And here's Taylor Pischke to serve as they leave 12-7 in this third set, inching closer to that gold medal, but Meg Norton puts it away on that one.
Now it looks like the Americans will be coming back to the good service side here, looking to put a bit more pressure on the Canadians with the serve, see if they can generate a few points to try and come back. Canadians just looking to get a solid pass and put this one away.
Now, Meg Norton with the serve. And Taylor Pischke, oh, Kirby Burnham getting a hand on it. Not enough though.
13, serving 8.
Burnham with the peel there, unable to dig it up.
13-8 now for the Canadians, and Meg Norton, a very uncharacteristic serve-receive error there for her.
That's a big ace from Melissa Humana-Paredes, and they look to finish the match off right now and be crowned OVA Grand Slam champions.
And here, match point for Melissa Humana-Paredes and Taylor Pischke. Not a great reception from Norton. She still gets a swing, and she puts that one low.
And there it is.
And there are your champions, Taylor Pischke, Melissa Humana-Paredes, take home the OVA, first ever OVA Grand Slam tournament here at Ashbridges Bay.
First ever OVA Grand Slam champs, Humana-Paredes, Pischke. They played an awesome game. It went the distance, 3 sets, and they outlast the Americans Norton and Burnham to take home the championship.
Great job by them, and that concludes the end of a great women's tournament here down at Ashbridges Bay. But don't worry, because we still have the men's final coming up in about 20 minutes. So stay tuned with us. We will be back to bring you the men's final live in about 20 minutes time. Broadcast